There are countless snare drums out there, from wood drums to metal drums, and even alternative materials like acrylic or carbon fiber. Then, of course, you start diving into hybrid drums and a bunch of other subcategories within each category of snare drum. And maybe you're somebody who prefers a more common snare drum, like a maple or birch wood snare, or if you're a fan of metal drums, brass or aluminum. But what about some of those unpopular options, like copper or acrylic? Well, in this Snare Saturday video, it's time to see if you can hear the difference between a copper and acrylic snare drum. For those who might be unfamiliar with the channel, hi, welcome. My name is Costa, and I am a drummer from Philly, PA. And in this video, we are going to do a blind test. So you're going to have to use your ear to see if you can hear the difference between a copper and acrylic snare drum. Two drums that aren't as common as some other drums out there on the market. Though this video, you're going to be able to hear them and maybe decide if either of them should be in your collection. Now, before we dive into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. That way you're notified of any additional content that I upload to the channel. So with this blind test, it's a pretty drastic difference between these two types of drums. So to make it a little bit more interesting, the copper drum is going to be a shallower depth, making it more direct. And the acrylic drum is a little bit deeper to try and give it a little bit more resonance and tone. So let's talk about the specs of the copper snare drum. The drum in this video is a Ludwig LC660 5x14 copperphonic snare drum. It is a 1.2 millimeter seamless copper snare drum with a center bead. This drum is outfitted with 10 double-sided imperial lugs, 2.3 millimeter triple flange hoops on the top and the bottom, Ludwig's P88 AC throw-off and P35P butt plate. And for this video, the drum is outfitted with the stock heads from the Ludwig factory, which are both Ludwig branded Remo heads. I'm pretty sure it's a coated ambassador on the top and an ambassador snare side on the bottom. Finally, the drum is equipped with the generic snare wires from the Ludwig factory. Moving on to the acrylic drum, this is a Ludwig 50th anniversary Vista Light snare drum, which is red sparkle acrylic on the top and the bottom, and smoke acrylic in the center. This drum is outfitted with bow tie lugs, I believe. This drum is outfitted with 10 double-sided bow tie lugs, 2.3 millimeter triple flange hoops on the top and the bottom, Ludwig's P88 AC throw-off and P35P butt plate. And just like the other drum, this one is equipped with the stock heads from the Ludwig factory, as well as the stock snare wires. Now with this blind test, I'm going to play both drums through 3 different tunings. A lower tuning, a medium tuning, and then finally a higher tuning. But one more change. Because of the fact that both of these drums are pretty polar opposites from one another, it's not going to be the same exact drum each time. Meaning there could be a possibility that the first drum in the low tuning isn't the same first drum in the medium tuning. So once again, you're going to have to use your ears to see if you can identify which one is which. But rather than staring at a blank screen or my face, here's a bunch of royalty-free B-roll. now that you've had the chance to hear both drums through 3 different tunings, go ahead and leave your guesses in the comment section below, because that's way more fun than scrubbing to the very end of the video to see which one is which. Although, you might be able to hear the difference between these two. Now, if you were a bit unsure and you want to hear these again, let's go ahead and do this blind test one more time. So, here's a bunch more royalty-free B-roll. So now you've heard both drums through 3 different tunings, 2 different times. Did your guesses change from the first time? Or the second time you heard these drums, did it just confirm what you thought the first time? Make sure you leave it in the comment section below, letting me know. And now, the moment of truth. It's time to reveal which drum is which. But rather than me just telling you, here is the video that goes along with the audio. Now, if you've been following the Snare Saturday series, and this is not the first blind test video that you have watched, how does this one stack up to the others? Was this a lot easier to identify which drum was which? Or were you surprised with some of the results? Also, were you somebody who was avoiding one of these two drums for whatever reason? Or did this video show you that these drums might fit the sound that you're going for and that you now want to add one to your collection? Make sure you leave all of that in the comment section below, letting me know. Now, if you'd like to get either one of these drums in your collection, although I'm not sure if the red Sparkle Smoke Acrylic one is going to be easy to find, just because they were a limited production for the 50th anniversary of the Vistalite, I have put affiliate links to the Copperphonic and a 6.5x14 Vistalite in the description below. And if you have any other additional questions, you can leave that in the comment section as well, and I will try my best to answer them. And if you want to check out the entire Snare Saturday series, there's a link to the playlist in the description below, and I'll also have it come up right here to make it a bit easier for you. Oh, and one more thing. Now that the school year has wrapped up and I am technically on summer break, I want to know from all of you what you want to see in the Snare Saturday series. This is the time of the year where I try to record as much as I can. That way I have a backlog that will be scheduled out in the future. So when the school year starts up again, I'm able to continue to post videos for you on a regular basis, and I'm not going to burn out in the process. So if it's something that I've already done and you want to see more of, or something I haven't done and you'd like me to try it out, please let me know in the comment section below. That way I can create content that you are looking for. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That not only makes it easier for others to find it, it is a free and easy way to support the channel. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video on Can You Hear the Difference Between an Acrylic and Copper Snare Drum? And until next time, see you later.